Okay.
Present conditions and forecast indicate we will not have assailable racing conditions today, so we are hoisting November over Alpha. There will be no racing today.
Alright, let's go.
The bar opens at noon in the Regatta Village. There are taxis available if you'd like a tour of Tortola. The surf is up at Apple Bay.
Hi, we're Todd and Lisa Stewart, the owners of the sailing racing vessel White Rhino 2. And this is our third time here for this event, and we are so happy to see this place coming back together after the storm. We had been here a couple times before the storm, and we really like this place, and we're very glad to see everybody get back together. This is a fun event for us. We've sailed it previously on our Swan, and this is our first time on the race boat, and we're having a good time. And winds were a little lighter than we hoped yesterday, and obviously we're a little disappointed about the cancellation today, hoping for better winds tomorrow. Even a bad day of no racing appears a better day than most things anywhere else. And we like the people, we like the place, and we're happy to be here.
We have a great group of crew members who've been with us a long time, who are here with us, and they're all phenomenal sailors as well as just terrific people to be with. And we're just so happy to be here.
If you guys want to come down and take a look down below. The entire boat is built of carbon fiber, so all the stringers, all the ring frames, all of that's all just kind of thick carbon fiber. Here at the base of the mast, a lot of our controls are hydraulic, so we have our hydraulic outhaul here, hydraulic backstay adjuster here. This is an interesting vang wheel that uses a spring to ease and tighten the vang. You get extra leverage with the wheel. Basically the whole boat is empty for sail handling, so up here we store the sails while we're racing unless it's heavy wind when they'll move aft. But the spinnakers come down here and go up there. This blue line here goes with our spinnaker takedown drop system, which is kind of wild. When you activate this, you can actually pull the spinnaker down through this huge hatch. It flies by here by the mast, heads aft all the way to the transom of the boat. Basically, if we can get it right, we can take the spinnaker down in 2 or 3 seconds. It helps a lot with getting around the course quick. Back here, some of the more inner workings of the boat. This is actually the wheel that pulls that spinnaker down. It's connected to our full grinding system here, which are these shafts that run throughout the boat. Another interesting feature on this boat that's different than a lot of boats is we have a retractable drive system. So our propeller, when we're racing, is up in this huge box here. This shaft here brings it up, so when we need to get off the dock, get on the dock, you force the propeller back into the water. That allows you to drive, but we have a flush bottom with no appendages under there when we're racing for less drag.
I'm Jim Taylor. I'm a sailboat designer based in Marblehead, Massachusetts. Down here to enjoy the BVI Regatta for the first time. Psyched to be here with a boat of my design named Blackfish. She is what we call in New England a spirit of tradition boat, which is one that looks classic above the waterline with long overhangs and nice wood trim and all that, but is very much a race boat underwater with a thin keel and a spade rudder and carbon fiber rig that is painted very effectively look wooden, but it's not.
I mean, if you look at it, basically what he's done is he's used acrylic paint and he sandwiched it in between all grip. So you have like a yellow all grip, and then he uses acrylic paints you buy at an art store, and then he clear coats it. But if you actually look closely, you can see that he paints knots in. He's tree ringed the end of it. And he recommended for repairs sometimes that you can actually put in a Dutchman, like paint one in.
We put a lot of time into the wood selection. The panels and bulkheads are all quarter sawn English white oak. The sole is English black oak.
We're recently married. I know Carolyn through sailing. She ran a sailing program at the Great Harbor Yacht Club in Nantucket. I was the fleet captain. I'm now the Commodore. And I had this notion of building a new classic race boat. Since I hadn't done this before, I asked Carolyn, who's a sailing expert, to help me out with some advice. Started having dinner, and it's history from there. We got married a few years later. We wrote our own vows, and one of my vows was, since Carolyn is such a better sailor than I am, that I would defer all things sailing to her, except I will never give up the helm.
Racing Blackfish is delightful. It's just the perfect combination of a very pretty and fast boat, and we just love it. It's great.
My name is Dave Allen. I'm the captain of the boat Mock Chanel. It was formerly Elvis, pretty well-known boat for many years. I actually worked on the boat when it was Elvis for 5 years, so coming back is a bit of a homecoming for me. So we added a new, bigger mast to the boat, and this mast height has become pretty much the standard for all the boats, and most have upgraded to it at this point. We added new dagger boards, which help the boat quite a bit. And all of our halyards and tack lines are centrally located. Any one of them can go to any of the 4 winches using the diverters. So we rarely, if ever, run out of winches, which is a big deal for these boats. The communication loop with all the trimmers and pit people is good because we're standing on top of each other. Yeah, obviously we have the aft table and this table out for racing. And our navigator generally lives at the nav station behind you there. And we have 6 twin beds, king and a queen. So plenty of accommodations for heads. The boat's very livable. We had a couple evolutions of the tillers, and this is what we ended up with. Yeah, we simply drive from right here going upwind. It's very well balanced, and it keeps the driver situationally aware and more in the elements, so you actually see and feel what's going on more so than if you're inside. And since we've done this, a number of the other boats have done tillers, and then for cruise mode, these actually come off. All goes away. The seats go away for cruising as well. Simply just unplug and off they go. We sail with 10. We have a bow, mid-bow, primary trimmer, offside trimmer, 2 pit people, navigator, main sheet trimmer, tactician, and driver. Yeah, we're obviously, lighter conditions like yesterday, we'll be moving the bodies that are not actively doing something around to try and help optimize that weight position.